game tonight, but we made it, too. So let's get on with it. Bonnie's lost tonight, so we'll talk about it a little bit. So let's recap last week's games. I mean, we had a busy college basketball Saturday. We also had some games on. Everyone had a great President's Day weekend, too. So yeah, we had a busy Saturday though. There was lots of good college basketball games we had over the weekend for sure. Kicked off with Duke and Clemson. I mean, Duke winning that one by 13. I mean, it was a close game at half. Duke was only up by 5. Like, okay, we knew we thought it was gonna be a tight game, but Duke got the W over Clemson. And Carolina beat Pitt in convincing fashion there. Without Caleb Wilson. Had no Caleb Wilson, no problem. Carolina took care of business there against Pitt, so they won that one. And the Bonnies lost to Duquesne over the weekend. I mean, they were down as much as 18. They made it interesting there, but still just like tough break. Duquesne somehow found a way to win that one. And boy, we had an epic game between Texas Tech and Arizona. Arizona already lost one game last week, to Kansas, and they dropped their second straight game loss, losing in overtime to Texas Tech. What a game that was. Of course, the 8 o'clock game, Nashville Hoops Showdown. Virginia beating Ohio State on the road, so they get a pretty solid win. Ohio State gave them everything they can, but just Virginia was the better team. Shows why good teams find a way to win these games. And Gonzaga beating Santa Clara. Some people thought Gonzaga was going to slip in this one, but Gonzaga had no problem. They took care of business going in a tough road environment. Very, energetic Santa Clara crowd for sure. But Gonzaga got the win, winning by 8. And of course, my bonus picks, the Bonnies tonight. I was at the game. They lost to St. Joe's. First time since 2014, the Bonnies lose a home game to St. Joe's. So that's St. Joe's first time winning in the Riley Center since 2014. But let's talk about the Duke win over Syracuse. Man, that was the highlight of my week, That's how I've been waiting for talking about this on the show. Just a dominant performance. I mean, wow. A dominant performance by the Blue Devils. Putting up 100 points. And also I won a wager, so yeah. For a while, it looked like it was going to be a closer game at times. But Duke ran away with it late in the first half, and they just controlled, putting up 61 points in the second half. It was a dominant performance. Just a complete team game right there for sure. So I'm happy I got that win. That game was personal to me, and I'm glad I got the W. How people else did done. So yeah. How you doing? Thanks for joining. But yeah, let's talk about our picks for this upcoming Saturday's college. Before we do that, let's talk about the Lockheed. Thanks for sharing. But let's talk about our picks. Let's talk about the Olympics. I keep forgetting to talk about how this Olympic sports. We're getting towards the end of the Olympic. Before you know it, USA today, USA men's hockey getting a huge win in a quarterfinal. What a thriller between them and Sweden today. What a game. It was low scoring, but it was entertaining though. Because US. First goal, the only goal US had was that one Larkin had. In the regulation, Larkin had that goal, and Sweden tied it up late in the third. I was like, oh god, I had a feeling. Yeah, I'm cool with the Netherlands. Yeah. And goal place. Thanks for tuning in. But then, of course, Quinn Hughes in overtime with a game-winning goal for US. Looks like right now in the medal count, I think Norway's leading the way. Yeah, Norway's looking like they're going to win the Olympics this year. You watch speed skating. I've been watching that. I've watched some of that, but I watched a lot of hockey though. Curling. I've seen curling too. I've also seen some bobsledding a little bit, but definitely skeleton was pretty cool. Luge. There's all kinds of different sports. It's been fun to watch the Olympics always. Well, the NHL's on pause, during the break, but still, it's cool to have it. Once again, Italy's been a great host. We're down like 9 in the medal count. So yeah, so Norway's leading the way, the whole medal count. Italy's in second place. The host country's in second place, while the U.S. in the third in the medal count. So yeah, USA's in the third medal count. But yeah, so now they got Slovakia on Friday. So that's going to be a good semifinal matchup. And Canada, they avoided a scare too. Both the U.S. and Canada finding ways to win in overtime today in their games. So now, I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be U.S. Canada. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be USA versus Canada in the men's gold medal game because the women's gold medal is already set for tomorrow. U.S. women's versus Canada women's hockey. So it's going to be a great matchup tomorrow. But this U.S. women's hockey team is just it's just a special team right now. They've just been so dominant. I mean, they've only allowed one goal this entire tournament so far. It's impressive. One goal only. I mean, the U.S. women's hockey team. I mean, it's impressive. I mean, seriously. I mean, they've had like so many consecutive shutout wins too. Thanks for tuning in there. But yeah, it's been an entertaining Olympics, especially the hockey portion too. Some of the other sports have been really good too. I mean, oh yeah, I'm happy Team USA pulled it out in overtime against a really gained Sweden team. I mean, they were ready. They were ready for us today. There's no doubt. They kept a little bit short, but still, hats off to Sweden for giving us a good game. I just feel bad for one player though, Dahlin, because I mean I'm a Sabres fan in the NHL, and he's on Sweden. Of course, Tage Thompson on USA, so it's Sabres versus Sabres kind of player. So it's kind of tough as being a Sabres fan watching two of my players going facing each other, you know. But it was definitely for the entertainment. It was good. It lived up to it for sure. No. But yeah, so make sure if you have nothing going on at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon, don't want to miss Team USA's match against Slovakia. But there's also Canada's game against Finland. That's at 10:30 or something in the morning on Friday. Don't want to miss that too. Don't want to miss tomorrow's 1 o'clock gold medal game. U.S. versus Canada in the women's hockey game. Don't miss that one. Just because the rivalry between those two countries, it's the competitive. It's so amazing. It hits different when those two teams go at it. But yeah, next week we'll be recapping it. Of course, it'll be another late show. Probably another Bonnie's game next week. So yeah, good stuff though for the Olympics for sure. We got a busy college basketball, another busy college basketball Saturday ahead of us this week. And it kicks off at 1 o'clock on ABC. So ABC will have a doubleheader this week. Start with Carolina and Syracuse. This is at the Dome, of course. Carolina without Caleb Wilson still. And Carolina got their ass kicked pretty much by NC State last night. I mean, Syracuse, same thing, but was worse. Their loss was worse, you know, but still, they're up against a really just complete Duke team. Although, I mean, Syracuse did give Carolina fits late in the game. But the thing is, last time they played in the Carolina, I mean, Carolina won, but Syracuse gave them everything they had. This is kind of a tough pick. I would pick. I mean, part of me wants. I don't know. This is kind of a tough one to pick, honestly, this week. Yes, I know Syracuse had a tough loss, but they did have some big good wins. I mean, they beat SMU in a buzzer beater. They beat Cal. They're a solid team too. I mean, Carolina, they're dealing with a lot of injuries. So I'm taking the upset this week, folks. I'm taking Syracuse. I don't know. Carolina, I think it's a little overrated this year. I think, yeah, they had that lucky win against Duke. So what? But records go out the book when Duke Carolina. But still, I just think they're beat up. Maybe they might win this one, but I feel like this game's on upset alert this weekend. Whatever. Yeah, yep. But yeah, so I got the Tar Heels in this one though. I actually did Syracuse. I got Syracuse in the upset over Tar Heels. I mean, I usually pick my head and go with Carolina, but I just don't see it. After what I saw last night, what Carolina did, they got their ass pretty much kicked by NC State, and it wasn't even close. NC State dominated that game. But this next match is gonna be really one of the best matchups of the week. Couple of top 5 matchups here in college basketball. 3 o'clock. Following the Syracuse-Carolina game, got number 2 Houston against number 4 Arizona. 3 o'clock on ABC. Immediately following the Syracuse-Carolina game. This one's really gonna be a tough one because this is number 2 versus number 4. This is gonna be a hell of a matchup for sure. And the Big 12 is probably the best conference in college basketball. Usually, I'd say it's the Big 10 or the SEC. AC used to be such a dominant conference a while ago, but it went down a bit. But oh man, I'm gonna go Houston. Part of me wants to take Arizona, but gotta go Houston. I mean, they're both coming off tough losses. Because Houston just lost to Iowa State Monday night. I gotta go Houston this one, so I'll take the Cougars in this one. Next 6 o'clock on ESPN Plus, it is St. Bonaventure and Richmond. I'm, of course, I'm a Bonnie's fan. Of course, tough loss tonight to the St. Joe's Hawks. We are just down year, inexperienced team, I'd say. I mean, I'd say we're inexperienced. I don't know what we're going to do next. But we should have beaten Richmond this year, but we lost to them. So I'm going to take the Bonnies. Of course, I'm being biased. Yeah, I got the Bonnies winning over Richmond. Then 6:30 on ESPN. I'll be watching 2 games at once because both are my favorite teams. I'm a Duke fan as well, other than St. Bonaventure. Yeah, Duke's playing number 1 Michigan. So number 3 versus number 1. That's going to be another great matchup. Michigan, of course, newly ranked number 1 team because Arizona dropped 2 in a row after starting out 23-0. Meanwhile, Duke is just having another dominant season again with a superstar player. This is a neutral site game. This is out in DC. Should be a great matchup. Just, of course, College Game Day will be there for that one. So, of course, I'm going to take Duke, but I'm just saying, don't miss this one just because these are 2 dominant teams. They've been all year. I mean, who can stop Michigan? They're only lost to Wisconsin. I mean, most of the time, they've been blowing out their teams. They've been just they won by double figures against Michigan State this year. Usually, it'd be a lot closer. I mean, they beat Gonzaga by like 40 or 50 points. Like, this Michigan team's no joke. I thought, okay, because it's early in the season, but no. They've been no joke. They've just been just phenomenal this year. So, yeah, I got Duke in that one. And, of course, 8:30, an SEC showdown between Kentucky and Auburn. Who do I take in that one? It's a tricky one because Kentucky just lost at Georgia last night. First time since 2009, Kentucky lost on home court against Georgia. Auburn's having a down year, for the transition. Of course, SEC is still a tough conference, but I think Big 12 is still a little bit better than them in that conference-wise. That'll be 8:30 on ESPN. It should be a good one, but I got to go Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky coming off a loss, I feel like they're going to respond well and go into Auburn and winning. So I got the Wildcats in a bounce back game here. And to finish off, 10:30 on ESPN, another great showdown. BYU number 23 ranked taking Iowa State number 6. Iowa State had a huge win over Houston. This one a tough road test for the Cyclones. Another team that I could see possibly going to the Final Four. I mean, there's so many teams I could see in the Final Four. I mean, I could see Duke, maybe see Michigan, Iowa State, Arizona, Houston. There's so many just deep teams. UConn's still in the conversation, but this should be a good one. Big 12 just always has a good matchups each week. This is in Provo. Man. I'm going to go Cyclones. I'm going Iowa State this week. Much I want to take BYU, but I'm learning from mistakes picking BYU so many times. I've learned my mistakes. So I got to go Iowa State in this one. Well, thank you all for tuning in for this week. We'll be back next week for a 10 o'clock start time. We'll see y'all next week. I hope you enjoy your college basketball weekend and enjoy the Olympics. I mean, they're going by fast. Sunday will be the last day of it, too. So really enjoy this Olympics this weekend. It's the last week of it. Because next week, Olympics will be, once the Olympics done, the NHL will resume play.